the DAO, MakerDAO, that has a history of now just trying to dissolve and is now going on a journey of, what happens next. So with me, I have Nadia Alvarez, head of growth at MakerDAO. Hello there, Nadia. Thanks for joining us.
Hi. Yeah, well, thank you for having me here. Right now we are working on the complete decentralization of the protocol, which was part of the plan all the time. Like since the beginning, that's why Maker is called MakerDAO, because since the beginning we thought about becoming in a decentralized organization.
Decentralization really exists on the spectrum because there are certainly DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations, are in different varying stages of decentralizing. So where is MakerDAO in its journey? Because you had a foundation that is dissolved. What's the process been like, and where are you at now?
Well, yeah, you're right. Decentralization is on a spectrum. That's correct. We all agree on that. The foundation was there because the idea was to have the biggest decentralization possible for a protocol. So right now I think we are in a very good point where the protocol is managed by the community. So the community is just organizing everything that has to be done through what we call core units. So everyone in the community can just propose a new core unit with a mandate, a budget, and the resources this core unit needs to achieve their goals. And the maker holders, through the governance process, decide if that's what the DAO needs and if they want to vote in this new core unit. So basically, right now everything is managed by the community and decided through governance by the maker holders.
We just spoke to our last guest, MyDAO, and they are helping DAOs incorporate because there are legal liability issues. If something goes wrong in the DAO, that could affect everyone, and so how do you deal with that? I mean, there's so many voices in the DAO managing the governance and everyone. How do you get through those issues?
Well, that's up to each core unit. So each core unit or contributor, they decide if for their mandate it's important to incorporate and have a company, then they can do that. But it's up to the contributors. So essentially the protocol is just a protocol on the blockchain. There's no company or central entity managing the protocol. We are just part of the community, and we provide our services to the protocol. If we as core units or as a contributors think it's important to incorporate because of some reason, for example, there are a lot of anons working for the protocol, and that doesn't make a lot of sense to have a company behind them. So yeah, I think that in that sense the protocol just it's open to whatever.
This trend of various corporate entities DAO-ifying. It's becoming a verb. Do you see that trend continuing, or how do you know that DAO-ifying is right for a company?
Yeah, good question. Yeah, we are seeing different trends. I have no idea if it's a good one or a bad one, but I'm sure it's what the community needs right now, because we need to of and on how the DAOs are organized. We need to evolve on this structure. It's a new type of organization, new type of how we are working for a protocol, for an objective. So I think we are in this roadmap to evolve what a DAO is, and we are seeing different types of DAOs, different ways on how a DAO should work or not. We are just discovering and doing experiments, I think. So I don't know. I have no idea how this will end up, but I think it's an interesting path for a crypto organization, because as crypto companies, we are all over the world. We work for a protocol that is not in a particular place. So DAOs make a lot of sense in this type of protocol solutions. So I guess what we will see is how this evolves. Maybe in 10 years it will be called differently, but it will have the essence of the DAO. I don't know. So
Do you think that this is more of a buzz or like a passing trend, or do you see this as a long-term investment or revolution among corporate group entities?
I think it's too early to know that. I think it will evolve. I don't know how, because we are creating it there's not. Yes, it's a great experiment. It's just like we created DeFi, we created crypto. Everything is just like it started as an experiment and it's evolving. And while we are evolving that mindset, we are also like finding new ways to do it, adapting like what exists into this decentralized world. So I think that will happen with DAOs. Like what we are seeing now is just like the initial phase of like maybe how in the future every organization will be organized. I don't know, but I think it's just like it has to evolve. It's what
are some of the key lessons learned from dissolving?
The key lessons. I think it was interesting that we had a foundation, because the community needs someone to help them to bootstrap the next steps. So I think that was like a good decision, like to create this foundation to like start like organizing everything and help the community to organize themselves. Another one was like, thanks to that, we had like a great community. Our community is like really passionate about Maker, and also they are super knowledgeable about it. So that's also super important. You need a good community that can then later, after the foundation get dissolved, to like be in charge of the protocol. So I think yes, those were like
It's fascinating to see this organization, this of thousands, potentially millions of people joining and seeing how this develops.